All right, I'm back. We got some Drew Brew. This one's called the Brewski Patrol. It's a German-style dark lager in a nice little 12-ounce can, coming in at 4.8 ABV, 26 IBUs. So definitely easy drinking here. Let's crack this and get right into it. Cheers to 2023. Happy New Year's, everybody. Today we're going to be going over my top scents of 2022, and we'll get more into that in a second. But cheers, congrats to us. Yeah, really easy drinking. It does have some malty sweetness. It is kind of a little bit like bready, a little bit of roastiness as well in there, but just a really nice dark lager. All right, let's get into this one. I'm going to try to keep this concise. That way the video doesn't go too long. Okay, so I got my notepad here. I put some work into this one, which is something I do not do on my normal videos. All right, top scents 2022. The rules that I set forth was any scent that I picked up in 2022. So it didn't necessarily need to be confined to the year of 2022. Like the release date didn't have to occur in 2022. I just had to pick it up, and it was new to me in 2022. So those are going to be the rules that I set forth for this list. All right, so let's get right into it. Soap number one right here. This is going to be an honorable mention. Now, we had a lot of releases this year, and I picked up a lot of new soaps this year, but I definitely took a step back from previous years. I wasn't the soap buying monster that I was of years prior. So this list, it's not a top 10 or a top 5 or a top 3. It's just some random number that these are soaps that I wanted to highlight for 2022. All right. And they're really in no particular order, although they kind of loosely are. Like, I didn't rank them, but as I was going through the process, I kind of felt like I wanted to talk about certain ones more than others. So they're loosely in order, but not 100% in order, except for number one. All right, so this will be honorable mention right here. This is AA Shaving's Quiesco, and AA Shaving out of Oak Harbor, Washington. So a little bit of Washington State bias right there. Take it for what you will. Scent notes of amber, cedarwood, blackwood, Colombian dark roast coffee, and mossy green notes. So let's go ahead and crack this here. This list is purely about scent, so I'm not going to go into detail about any other facets of the performance or anything like that. This is a wonderful scent. I do believe Quiesco is probably Austin's most widely acclaimed, or the one that he got the most notoriety for. Quiesco is a beautiful scent. So I got impressions of dry woods, black coffee, subtle sweetness, and the overall vibe is very calming to me. Wonderful scent. If you haven't tried out AA Shaving, a good place to start would be Quiesco. I do think it is very approachable. So let's move on. So this will be, the next one up will be number 7. Now this is Murphy and McNeil's Old Bush Malt. And Old Bush Malt right there. This one is from Murphy and McNeil out of Flower Mound, Texas. Now Murphy and McNeil, this one is actually a dupe So, an inspired by scent. This one was inspired by Killian's Angel Share, which is a kind of a high-end niche fragrance. Man, just a beautiful scent. This is one that I actually picked up the matching EDP to from Murphy and McNeil. And just a wonderful scent. I wore it a lot this year, especially after like fall and winter hit. As soon as the weather started getting a little bit cooler, I started wearing the hell out of this fragrance. The scent on this one: cognac, tonka bean, oakwood, cinnamon, praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. Wonderful scent notes right here. My impressions of this one: it's like a dessert-like gourmand with sweetness from vanilla, praline, and the cinnamon. But it also has like a boozy sweetness from the cognac. And the cognac also imparts a little bit of fruitiness. So it's kind of like a boozy, fruity sweetness to go along with those other warm notes. Just a wonderful scent. And like I said, based on a high-end niche cologne, kind of hard to go wrong when you have a cheat code like that. All right, let's take another sip. Okay, number 6. This one I didn't get a full tub of. I only experienced it through a sample. But this one has some buzz around it. So this one is Gentleman's Nod Musashi. Now, they're out of Omaha, Nebraska. Gentleman's Nod is a company that I don't have a lot of in my collection. But the ones I do have, I enjoyed. This one right here was a limited edition. Now, it might be coming back, but at the time it was a limited edition. Musashi is a wonderful scent based around the jasmine tea scent note. So it has, the notes are citrus, nashi pear, jasmine tea, florals, spices, and woods. Vague, I know, right? I really wish they would have listed the true scent notes so that I could give them back to you guys. But this is straight off the website, so they didn't elaborate. And I think there is a full description somewhere. And this just came to me right now. I wish I would have remembered before I started the video, but I believe there is a full scent note breakdown somewhere. Because I remember when I did a video of Musashi, the Gentleman's Nod guy actually contacted me and told me the scent notes, and then I believe I pinned them to the video where I used it. So I might have to do the same thing on this one. But sorry, I can't remember everything. Anyhow, my impressions of this one: elegant jasmine tea. I remembered that about this scent. It was very elegant. It was something that it kind of made you want to hold your head high. It smelled really good. Subtle herbal floral notes, and also subtle sweetness from the pear. Just a very approachable scent, something that you can wear any day of the year, on any occasion. This one could definitely be like your signature scent. It's one of those ones that it's just like, you could wear this for anything, and it's going to smell good. You're probably going to pull some compliments. Gentleman's Nod Musashi, that was a good one, and I don't think it's available now, but hopefully it'll be available in the future. So, number 6, Gentleman's Nod Musashi, really good. Okay, number 5, Barrister and Mann. So, Barrister and Mann's 4 Horsemen collection, Death specifically. So this was released in a 4-pack of shave soaps, and the Death scent was specifically the one that I enjoyed the most out of that collection. I usually pick up a decent amount of Barrister and Mann every year, but not so much this year. This one, however, this one was a standout. So Barrister and Mann out of Hartwick, New York, which I couldn't find that on their website. It was it wasn't on the soap, and it also wasn't on the website. I was like, what are you hiding? Anyways, scent: bergamot, labdanum, oak moss, patchouli, clary sage, rose, vetiver, amber, bay, citrus resins, moss. It's a chypre. Wonderful scent right here. I think this one is very well blended. Kind of hard to pick apart. It's one of those ones where if you just keep your nose in it, sniff after sniff, I think you will come to appreciate it more. And you might pick up certain things one time, but in a different sniff, you'll pick up other things. I got impressions of dry rose and patchouli, dirty vetiver, mellow spices from the labdanum and bay. Just a wonderful scent. This one, to me, the more I'm sitting with it, I'm almost picturing like a place that was once happy, but now all the light and life has been sucked out of it. What remains, there's still a pleasant smell of, the life and what may have been there when the house was filled and lively, but now the flowers have wilted. It kind of actually does a decent job. When I think about it, when I paint that picture in my mind, like now it's just an empty house, the flowers have wilted. But it is, I'm telling you, it is an approachable scent. It smells really good. If he made a cologne of this one, like a matching EDP, I'd be all over it. Very nice scent indeed. All right, I'm gonna take another sip. All this talking. Okay, next up, number 4. This one is from HAGS, or Have a Great Shave. That's what that stands for. This one is Aftermath, and HAGS is out of Athens, Greece, so we got an international artisan making the list this year. Wonderful scent on this one. This is another dupe, another inspired by scent. This time it's inspired by Amouage Interlude Man. Now, admittedly, a few different artisans have tackled different Amouage scents, and I've liked all of them. So, as far as a fragrance house, Amouage is hitting at a high percentage with me. Another thing to note, I don't think this one's been brought to the wet shaving world, so it's like it's not just another dupe that we've had before. I love it when artisans bring something new to the wet shaving space. Wonderful scent on this one. Let me go ahead and read off the scent notes here. Scent notes of oregano, pepper, bergamot, incense, opoponax, amber, labdanum, leather, agarwood, oud, sandalwood, and patchouli. If you can see there, we got a number of kind of warm scent notes on this one, warm and woody. My impressions of this one, it's definitely warm amber, also kind of warm and dry woods, subtle spiciness from the labdanum, also the incense, and one thing that I found unique about this one, because when I take a sniff of this one, I'm smelling an almost chocolatey accord. It's not super sweet. It's almost more like a baker's chocolate, like a cocoa powder or something like that. It's not overly sweet. It's almost like a dry chocolate accord. And I don't know if that's something to do like with the sweetness of the amber, the dryness of the woods. But I'm almost getting like a dry chocolatey accord to it, and this one just smells phenomenal. So HAGS, number 4, HAGS, really good one right there. All right, next up, we got number 3, Ariana and Evans, Indo Ink. Now, Ariana and Evans, made in Shelton, Connecticut. Scent notes on this one. We got a mouthful here. We got mandarin, ink, resins, absinthe, ylang ylang, coumarin, tonka, leather, incense, saffron, oud, tobacco, wormwood, and sandalwood. Definitely a lot going on this one. And the inspiration on this one is quite unique too. It's like an old tattoo parlor in Bali or something, something in Asia or something like that. The way Peter describes it, like the picture he tries to paint is, you're sitting in a leather chair. There's old newspapers around. You can smell the inks that are on standby for the tattoo artist. There's perhaps somebody has a pour of absinthe poured, ready to go. A lot going on in this one. My impressions were worn, aged leather, tangy ink, resinous absinthe, also the wormwood, warm tobacco and oud, sweet mandarin and ylang-ylang dancing on top. Wonderful, wonderful scent. This one, I don't know if it got the love and attention it deserved. I think a few scent notes probably scared people off, but I'm telling you, number 3, Indo Ink, that one, I could wear that year round. If he made a cologne of that, I would definitely pick that up. That is one that I think is a crowd pleaser. Surprisingly, I know, it surprised me too. But Indo Ink, really good scent. Alright, number 2, we got Black Mountain Shaving, The Great Bear. So you kind of see that bear in the night sky, kind of like the aurora lights or whatever going on there. Black Mountain Shaving out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. This one's produced by Murphy and McNeil, but Black Mountain Shaving did the fragrance. So, the scent on this one, we got cinnamon, honey, osmanthus, bergamot, plum, fig, rum, labdanum again, artemisia, tonka, vanilla, cashmere wood, and patchouli. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go ahead and crack this one, take a sniff. This one really was right up my alley. Black Mountain Shaving hits at a high percentage with me. I really like Black Mountain Shaving scents, and this one kind of stood out for me. Really sweet and festive. I really like how it's kind of like a sweet cinnamon is the main draw on this one. So prominent sweet cinnamon, not spicy cinnamon, not hot like red hot tamale candy or a big red gum, not spicy cinnamon. This is a sweet cinnamon, like cinnamon rolls or snickerdoodle cookies. Like it's a sweet cinnamon. But it also has warm sweetness from the rum, vanilla, honey. It definitely, it feels like something that you would have like during the holidays, like Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, with the family. It's sweet, it's festive, spicy. Wonderful scent. I really, really enjoy this one. Definitely This is another one that I got the matching EDP of, and I wore the crap out of it this fall and winter. I definitely think it's more apt to perform better in the fall and winter, but wonderful scent. I get compliments on that one pretty regularly. All right, down to the last soap here. Number one for 2022, a collaboration between Strike Gold Shave and First Line Shave. This is called Washington. Washington. This was an early release this year, and I've just revisited it over and over and over. Strike Gold Shave is out of, well, their products are produced in Grovetown, Georgia, but Frank, kind of like the founder of Strike Gold Shave, is out of New York. And then First Line Shave is out of St. Louis, Missouri. Now, this was the scent, the fragrance was a collaboration between Strike Gold and First Line. The soap and aftershave, First Line did the soap, Strike Gold did the aftershave, but the scent was a collaboration. Scent notes on this one: tobacco leaf, rum, cedar, dried fruits, honey, smoke, amber, vanilla, sandalwood, and leather. A lot going on here. Wonderful, wonderful job. I really, wonder how that process went. Who brought what to the table? When they thought the fragrance was complete, did they throw in another scent note to just put that extra little panache? Wonderful scent on this one. My impressions: an earthy, spicy aged tobacco. Not often do I feel like tobacco scents that use, cigar lingo ever smell like cigars. Like, they never smell like cigars. It's always sweet tobacco in fragrance. Not this one. This is well-aged, earthy, spicy tobacco. It also has some boozy sweetness from the rum to kind of balance that out. It's also kind of zingy from that booziness. Subtle sweetness from the dried fruits and the honey. And then I feel like it's that boozy sweetness is also mellowed out from dry sandalwood and leather. Wonderful job on this one. Very well blended. It's masculine. It smells gentlemanly. This is one that I would take to like a cigar lounge, no questions asked. Like, this is kind of like Mesa Margiela's Jazz Club, where it's definitely masculine, but it's a very popular men's fragrance. This one could occupy like that same space. Very masculine, but I could see this being very popular. I have the matching EDP on this one. I'm going to wear this one year round. It might see a little bit less use, like in the 100-degree dog days of summer, but I'm going to be wearing this year round. I love this fragrance, and I really hope they do another run of this one. I hope it just wasn't a limited edition thing, because Washington, wonderful scent. All right, guys. One last sniff for 2022. All right, so those were my top scents for 2022. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you can find these scents, get samples or just blind buy. If it sounds like something that you would like, go for it. These are wonderful scents. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.